party from Delhi, but goods delivered to Uttar Pradesh. So, what is the bill to and ship to address would be mentioned on invoice. We will see in this video. Namaste doston. Hello friends, this is Suman Sharma. Welcome back to my channel Suman Education Hub English. So today we will see about bill to and ship to address. If your billing address is different and shipping address is different, so how you will be make invoice in Tally Prime. So from gateway of Tally we will press P, and first I'm going to tell you how you will be make invoice and how you will be enable bill to and ship to address on your sale invoice. Before starting video and before moving into the video, it's my personal request to all of you, please like, share and subscribe to my channel so that channel can be grow and I can make more and more videos related accounts in English language. So let's get started. From gateway of Tally, first we will press P so that voucher can be open. Now we will select sales ledger from the right hand side, and after selecting, let me change the mode of invoice. So click on change mode and select sale item invoice. Now you can see invoice voucher has opened. In party name, by pressing Ctrl C you can create your buyer's ledger. If ledger is not created, so you can create ledger by pressing Ctrl C. So I'm going to create Suman Education Hub, and our buyer's party is belong to Delhi state. So in address we have to fill party's registered address, party's PIN number, PIN code number and party's GST number. Make sure all the information filled correctly before saving this ledger. So we will fill here GST number of the party, and by pressing Ctrl A you can save this ledger. So in this way we will create a ledger of our buyers. Now you can see there is showing party details. You can see there is showing bill to address and ship to address. If you want to enable this option and if this option is not showing with you, so from the right hand side click on F12 button, and first option you can see provide separate buyers and consignee details. Mark that option yes and save this, so that bill to and ship to option will be enabled and you will use this. So in bill to address you have to fill billing address of the party. So let's suppose Delhi is a billing address of the party, so we will select it. This is automatically selected, you don't have to select. So in ship to address, if your parties want to deliver their material to any other state like in UP or any other state, so you have to fill that address in ship to detail. If party has a company in UP address, so you can fill the UP address, and in state you have to select Uttar Pradesh. If party has registered and party has GST number, so you have to fill GST number of the Uttar Pradesh party and save this ledger. And in sales ledger select sales account and name of item. You have to select the item you want to sell and fill quantity, rate and apply taxes. So this is how you can ready bill. If there is a bill to address and ship to address are different, bill to address is belong to Delhi and if ship to address is belong to UP. So in this way you can make the invoice. So let's see how you will be see print preview of the invoice. Now you can see in print preview, bill to address and ship to address both are showing different. As we provide that address will show us our most expensive product in our company, and he took you in their system in Tally Prime and tell you show in Tally Prime our most expensive product. So how you will be show them most their most expensive product. So namaste dosto, hello friends, this is Suman Sharma. Welcome back to my channel Suman Education Hub English. In today's video we are going to see most expensive product. If you want to see in your company or any company, so how you will be see in Tally Prime. So from gateway of Tally, first we need to open stock summary so that all those stock will be appear at one place. So from gateway of Tally, if you want to open stock summary, so press yes. Now you can see stock summary has been opened, and you can see all those stock is showing over here. From the right hand side you will see configuration option, actual option, click on that. And in the last there is showing sorting method option, and you can see there is showing two options, rate increasing and rate decreasing. If you want to see most expensive product in company in teleprime, so click on rate decreasing option. Now you can see refrigerator is most expensive product in this company. The rate is showing 30,000, and you can see rate is decreasing 30,000, 24,000, 88,300. So in this way, if you want to see most expensive product in any company or in your company, so you can see in this way. If your company makes cash voucher manually, so how you will be make cash voucher manually. And if you want to after making manual cash voucher, if you want to record that entry, that voucher in teleprime, so how you will be record cash voucher in teleprime after making cash voucher manually. So now you can see on the screen there is showing a cash voucher. This is a manual cash voucher. So in the middle of company name has printed, and you can see date and head and payable, everything is mentioned over here. So if you want to make food and beverage cash voucher manually, so first you need to put the date, and in head you have to mention your expenses head. So I'm going to mention here food and beverage. In payable, being cash paid for food and beverage. Two, you can mention your employee's name to whom you are going to paid. So let's suppose we have paid 250 amount. So in total 215 amount will be come over here. So in this way you can make cash voucher manually for food and beverage expenses. So let me show you one more making one more voucher, so that you can understand how you will make different kind of cash voucher manually in teleprime. So first we need to enter this food and beverage cash voucher in teleprime. So from gateway of telepress we select journal voucher, and by pressing F2 you can change the date in which date you have made expenses. So 1st of April we have made food and beverage expenses. By pressing Ctrl C you can create a ledger for food and beverage. Under indirect expenses, GST will be not applicable, and save this ledger. What was the amount of food and beverage? Let's see in cash voucher, it was 250. So food and beverage will be debited with 250 and cash will be credited with 250. In narration, you can mark being cash paid for the food and beverage to Aditya. You can mention your employee name as well. So in this way, you can make food and beverage manual cash voucher, and you can record that entry in teleprime. Let's make next invoice. So first we need to change the date of the voucher, and in head you can mention let's suppose this is the expenses of water expenses. So in head we will mention water expenses, and what is the amount of water expenses you can mention in amount column. And in payable, being cash paid for water expenses for the month of, you can mention for which month you are going to pay or to whom you are going to pay. In narration you can mention, let's suppose we had paid 60 rupees for the water expenses. So this is the manual voucher we have made. Now let's entry in teleprime. So first we need to change the date of the voucher. First I'm going to change, and then water expenses. So we need to create water expenses ledger in teleprime. By pressing Ctrl C, I'm going to create water expenses ledger. Under indirect expenses, GST will be not applicable and amount will be debited. So it was 60 rupees for water expenses, cash will be credited. And in narration you can mention being cash paid for water expenses to whom for which month, you can mention in narration completely, so that whenever you will see in future, so it will be recall the purpose of the entry. Let's make next voucher. So first I'm going to change the date of the voucher, and then let's suppose this is an entry of conveyance expenses. So in head you can mention conveyance expenses. Let's suppose we have paid for 130 rupees, and in narration you can mention being cash paid for conveyance expenses, to whom you can mention your employee's name, to whom you have given conveyance expenses from where to where places. You can also mention you can also mention place in narration. And amount was 130 rupees. So this is a complete voucher. Manually cash voucher is ready. So let's enter in Telegram. So gateway of Tele, press V and select journal voucher. Change the date by pressing Ctrl C. We will create conveyance expenses ledger. Under indirect expenses, GST will be not applicable. Amount was 110. So whatever amount, that will be debited and cash will be credited. In narration you can mention being cash paid for the conveyance expenses, to whom, from which to which place. You can place mention place, and you can mention your employee's name as well. So in this way you can mention your manual cash voucher, and after making manual cash voucher you can record that entry in Telegram as I told you in this video. So let's make a next voucher. Change the date. Let's record this entry in Telegram by pressing F2. You can change the date, and then by pressing Ctrl C we will create ledger for conveyance expenses. So conveyance expenses is already created. Amount will be debited and cash will be credited. In narration you can mention this is how you can mention manually cash voucher, and after making cash voucher you can record in Telegram. After opening Telegram, first we need to create quotation voucher in Telegram. So from gateway of Tele, click on alter option and then voucher type option. I have already created quotation voucher as you can see on the screen. And if you want to create new, so there is the option, click on create option, and from here you can create quotation voucher. How you will be create, I will tell you. So quotation, under select type of voucher, select sales order, and then activate this voucher type, mark this yes, and method of voucher numbering. So you can select automatically or manually. From gateway of Tele, press V, and from the right hand side click on change voucher type and select from here quotation voucher which we have created. And in party account name you have to select. First I'm going to tell you how you will make quotation. So change the date. First we will make quotation, and then I will tell you how you will convert quotation in sale invoice, and how you will be save quotation in Telegram. Change the date, in which date you want to make quotation, and party account name. If party ledger created, so select from here. If ledger is not created, so by pressing Ctrl C you can create new party ledger. Select the product, of which product you want to make quotation. So I'm going to select electronic roti maker, 2 quantity at the rate of 1500. Now we will apply tax. So if you are making quotation for local, so you need to apply output CGST and output SGST. So here tax is not calculated automatically. So we need to check what is the problem, why tax is not calculating. So as you can see I have selected, but tax is not calculating. So we need to check the stock item. So there is, you can see, we did not select taxability in taxable, and tax rate is not identify. So I'm going to fill here, let's suppose this product 28% tax. So I'm going to save this. Now you can see tax is calculated. Sometime it's happened, so you need to check your stock item. If there is no tax rate defined, that's why the reason tax is not calculated. So save this quotation. So quotation is ready. I'm going to save this quotation. If you want to see made quotation, so from gateway of Delhi, press D, S, S and Q. So quotation voucher will be open, and here you can see we made quotation in 25th of December, which is showing over here. If you want to see print preview, so click on print and then current and then preview. By pressing F4 you can zoom quotation. Now you can see your quotation will look like this. So if you want to convert this quotation in sale invoice and you want to save this, so uh, open quotation and click on duplicate voucher, and from the right hand side select sales voucher or tax invoice voucher, and we need to change the change mode. So click on change mode and stock item I'm going to select. So this invoice is ready, so I will save this invoice, and I have saved invoice. And let me show you from gateway of Delhi, press DSSS, and you can see in December month we have made invoice. So you can see there is a 25th of December invoice is showing over here, and I will show you quotation. So click on quotation voucher, open December month. Now if your sale and purchase with same party, so how you will be record this entry and this accounting in Tally Prime. From gateway of Tally I have pressed V, select purchase voucher, and by pressing Alt C, if ledger is not created, so you can create ledger. So I'm going to create Anjali Enterprises party ledger under sundry creditors, as because we are going to purchase from this party, so that's why we will create under group sundry creditors and save this ledger. Name of item, so you have to select which item you are going to purchase from this party. So I am going to purchase electronic ceiling fan. In quantity, fill how much quantity you are purchasing with rate, and then we will apply tax, input CGST and input SGST, as because our party is belong to local area, so that's why we will apply CGST and SGST and save this ledger. So this is how we need to book the purchase entry. And after some day, let's suppose we sell some product to the same party, so from the right hand side select sales voucher. By pressing Ctrl C, you can create a new ledger under group sundry debtors. If you want to create a separate ledger, so you can create. Otherwise, if you want to use same ledger, so you can also use same ledger we have created under sundry creditors. Select the product quantity and rate, and then we will apply output CGST and output SGST, as because this is a sale invoice. So our sale invoice is done 11,800, and save this invoice. Now let me show you this party's ledger so that I can show you. So click on go to option, and we will open the ledger of the party so that we can see how much outstanding is showing over there. So before showing ledger, let me make the payment. Let's suppose after some days we make some payment to the party. So select payment voucher and then select Anjali Enterprises parties ledger, and in against reference you can select against which reference you want to make the payment, and select your bank. Bank will be debited, bank will be credited, and save this ledger. Now let's see parties ledger. So click on go to option, and then we will open Anjali Enterprises ledger, and we'll see what is the outstanding is showing over there. So click on go to option, and then we will click ledger reports, and then voucher ledger voucher, and from here I will open Anjali Enterprises ledger. Now you can see there is first we have purchased from Anjali Enterprises, and then we have sold, and then we make the payment. So total outstanding is showing 13,600. Credit side, it means 13,600 rupees to be paid to the party. This is the outstanding. Total we have purchased 35,400, and we have sold 11,800, and we have made the payment 18,000. So 13,000 600, it's our outstanding. By pressing Ctrl A, we will select payment voucher and we will make the payment of outstanding amount. So select Anjali Enterprises Ledger and 13,600 from our bank. So save this ledger. Now you can see ledger is nil. So this is how you can maintain. You need to open Tally Prime, and after opening Tally Prime, in this video I will tell you how you will be record this entry in purchase voucher and in journal voucher. So first I am going to show you how you will be recording purchase voucher. From the right hand side, click on change mode, and here you have to select accounting invoice. As because we are going to purchase service, so that's why we are going to select accounting invoice. So whenever you are going to purchase services, so always you need to remember select accounting invoice and then start entry. By pressing F2, you can change the date of your invoice, and after that select supplier's invoice number. By pressing Ctrl C, you can create your new party ledger. If ledger is already created, so you can select from list of ledger accounts. So I'm going to select Suman Education Hub, and in particular first we will create virtual place of business ledger. So how you have to create? By pressing Ctrl C, we will create this ledger. As a ledger name, you can mention virtual place of business or you can mention virtual office name. So whatever mention on your invoice, you can mention as it is. Otherwise, it's totally up to you what you want to give name as a ledger. So under group, we need to select indirect expenses because ultimately we are going to purchase virtual services. This is going to be indirectly expense for our business, for our company. And in HSN and SSC, field SSC code of the service. Nature of transaction, select not applicable if you are purchasing from interstate. Select purchase taxable if you are purchasing from local. 18% tax will be applied on these services. Fill the total value of this service. So I'm going to fill here 12,000, and after this we need to apply tax. So we have purchased this service from local state, so that's why I'm going to apply here CGST and SGST. So entry is completed. This is how you can book these services invoice in purchase voucher. If you want to record this entry in journal voucher, so you can also record in journal voucher. Select journal voucher. From the right hand side, by pressing F2, you can change the date. Virtual place of business will be debited 12,000 and tax will be debited CGST and SGST. So in journal voucher, there is not GST amount is not automatically calculated. You need to calculate 12%, 12,000, 18%, and manually you have to fill the tax amount. So CGST 1080 and SGST 1080, and party will be credited. Suman Education Hub, this is our party. So party will be credited. So this is how, if you want to book this entry in journal voucher.